Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, and Justin Dedich, the USC center, joins us now. And Justin, Coach Helton said that no one has more fun celebrating the offensive line, so you guys must have had a lot of fun on Saturday.
Yeah, we did. Being in front of guys like Keaton and all those throws they did makes our drives a lot easier, and so we're not as gassed at the end of it.
What was that experience like for you getting your first start against UCLA at the Coliseum? You know, you look down and you see those, two classic colors going at it, and you're in the middle of the trenches there. What was that experience for you? I
mean, yeah, growing up as a kid in SoCal, I always watched that game, or I always went to a UCLA game or USC game. So I thought it was pretty surreal experience playing in that game for the first time, and actually starting in it my redshirt freshman year. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I was thankful for it.
You were an elite recruit coming in at the center spot, but you had Toa Lobendon in front of you. You had Brett Nealon in front of you. What's it been like for you trying to just being patient and sort of waiting your turn a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, coming in, Toa and Brett were great leaders to me, great mentors, and they taught me a lot. And coming in, you just got to prepare like a starter every game. And so I was just from freshman year, Toa kind of was telling me, it's a process. Coach Callaway, Coach Drevno, it's a process. So just be patient with it, trust the process, and your time will come, and it did. So I'm taking advantage of the opportunity.
You were thrown into the action. Brett gets hurt, and you got to go out there and figure out things. And then, how does that game slow down a little bit when you have a week to figure it out, work on your game plan as a player, what you're going to do, and then go out there and start on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, in the ASU game, we had a few offsides penalties between us and the other offensive linemen, and you could kind of tell there was a miscommunication between us. So I feel like that week of preparation and for Cal was really important because they were able to get on the same tempo as me and understand me, because not every center is the same. So the preparation was really important for me and my confidence with the O-line, and them and their confidence in me.
Yeah, speaking of confidence, we just talked to your quarterback, Keaton Slovis, and we asked him from his perspective, but from the perspective of his teammates, his offensive line, and all those old skill guys we were talking about, how was he able to sort of win over this offense and become a leader at such a young age?
Yeah, I mean, so Keaton, he was always talking to Graham and them, that you could tell they love him, the whole staff, and we did as a whole line. He's in our pod. So he's one of those dudes that we all love and enjoy to be around.
What does that mean, he's in your pod?
Like our locker room pod.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, like he's in our locker room pod.
It's a geography thing.
Yeah, he's literally like my locker room roommate.
Yeah.
And I had him on my official, so me and Keaton have been building a relationship since last year. So when he got thrown in there, it was just the whole line giving him support, like, hey, you got this. We're going to protect you, don't worry about it. So it's been us giving him the support and then him performing like he has.
Talk about the importance of chemistry in offensive line. You got Jalen to your right, and you got Elijah Verituka on your left. Talk about the chemistry you've had to build in this fast thing, and how important it is with centers and guards and how their relationship works.
Yeah, I mean, I think this kind of went back to the start of fall camp in spring, with Drevno giving me a few ones reps here and there, just to kind of get a feel for it. And playing with those guys is unbelievable, because Elijah and Jalen are great players. So are Austin and Drew. And so playing next to them has definitely boosted my confidence and my calls, because we're on the same page with each other. So it's a lot easier as a center when you have those guys next to you. Just for them. When you can just kind of look at them instead of making three calls and tell them what to do. It's just like, hey, buddy, you know what we're doing. They've been there before, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, we got you. Brett does this all the time. So.
I went back and I watched your first video that you did here, and Toa was interviewing you, and you apparently were a soccer player your whole life.
Yeah,
that seems hard to believe now. And then you said that you had to stop playing because you were hurting kids.
Yeah, I started soccer when I was like 4 years old in the AYSO league. And
what position?
So it's changed a lot. Like when I was little, I was a forward.
They just kept moving you back.
Yeah,
you kept getting bigger. You kept getting bigger. They moved you back.
I finally ended up in the keeper.
There it is.
Yeah. But it was and as the years went on, I started to hurt more and more people. Like every year, I got a red card. It wasn't on purpose. It was like
bull in a china shop.
Yeah, I'll just be going for the ball, and the little kids are a lot smaller than me, so I'd accidentally shove them a little too hard, and I'll get thrown out. But I just kind of adopted the game of football through that, and I really loved it.
Got a human biology major here, Jordan. I wanted to ask him about that. That doesn't seem like the easiest thing to do, is football and a human biology. How did you get into that?
I'm just really interested in the body and how it works and functions. I really like weightlifting and competing in that, and it's always interested me.
Double A told me you're a hell of a monster in that weight room.
Yeah, it's something I really enjoy, and so I felt like learning about the body could give me kind of a competitive edge, too, on top of it. So that's kind of where it rooted from, human biology. But I've really enjoyed the degree. It's really hard, especially when you're trying to learn the playbook and the scheme for the team, and then you got to go study for an anatomy test. But I really enjoyed the major.
Sean, what'd you major in, bud?
Sociology. I'm a sociologist. Yes.
That sounds about right. Scholar athlete Justin Dedich, we appreciate you joining us on Trojans Live.